Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Kelly.
And we're with Stand Up Arkansas. And what we're going to be doing is bringing you as many of the candidates that we know things about as we can to let you know our recommendations on who to vote for across the state of Arkansas. And this one right here that we're going to talk about is a Senate seat.
I'm super excited.
Yes, it's Senate seat number
17.
17, and you can kind of introduce it.
Maureen Skinner is running for Senate seat 17, and she is an incredible candidate. So I was really excited to get to talk a little bit about Maureen today. We have known Maureen for probably a little over a year, and have gotten to know her pretty well. I would consider her a very good friend of mine at this point. I want to talk specifically today about why I think that she is going to be an exceptional senator. From an issues perspective, one of the things that is on my heart this cycle, and I think on at least 100,000 other Arkansans' hearts this cycle, is women's reproductive rights and having autonomy over our own bodies. And that is one of Maureen's core tenets. She is passionate about that. I have witnessed her standing up for women and fighting that fight. And if that's important to you, then Maureen is your candidate. And we didn't talk about where District 17 is. Should we do that?
Yeah. So District 17 it has a little bit of metro and a lot of rural. And it's concentrated, if you can think of just the south part of Conway into the northwest part of Pulaski County, which would be like over by Mayflower, down kind of toward Maumelle, Morgan, Oak Grove.
She goes a little bit into Pulaski County, but
Marche. That's Marche. And then over into Perry County. And I don't know how far over into Perry County. I don't know if it goes all the way to Perryville. I think that's somebody else.
But really, Conway and
North Pulaski and Faulkner Rural and Perry Rural.
Yeah. And I think that's important for us to call out because, you know, Maureen lives in Conway proper now, which is pretty urban, but she grew up in the large community of Fox, Arkansas, which is in north central Arkansas, just in Stone County. So around Mountain View, which is a teeny tiny community. And so I think she has a really great perspective on rural, as well as what happens in the, urban college town. She's, very plugged into that community as well. And so I think that she will be able to understand issues from both the rural and the urban areas and be able to represent all the people of District 17.
Yeah, we've spent personal time with her. Like you said,
Yeah.
I would consider her a friend now. At least we know what cocktails she likes to drink.
She told me on a recent text that she was keeping me after the election. So,
well, I hope we keep her, and I hope we keep her in the legislature.
We're part of her tribe now, and she's part of ours. So,
but rural is important to us, and we've done a lot of rural advocacy, and we've talked with her about the importance of like healthcare deserts and banking deserts and grocery deserts. And there's some issues that's getting larger and larger in the rural parts of Arkansas. A Dollar General is not a healthy sustenance choice for a grocery store.
Right.
It's good to have Dollar General in these places, so I'm not putting
that
down.
them.
But like in Rosebud, when the Dollar General came in, the local grocery store was done. They folded up now, and the Dollar General just doesn't keep fresh produce and all that stuff. So we really need to address some of those issues, and she's aware of those. She has parts of her district that if somebody has a heart attack, it's like 25, 30 minutes. I can't remember how long she said it was.
But it's too far to not have access to health care. And so she's passionate about those things, not just that impact people in the city of Conway, but also in the surrounding areas.
And she's a therapist.
Right. Yes.
So she spends her career talking with individuals one-on-one that are generally in a despair mindset or are dealing with issues.
Well, she knows how to uncover tough issues and talk about them.
And help come up with solutions.
Right.
Because that's what the therapist is doing, is offering you a solution. But more than anything, if you think of the mindset of a good therapist, they're telling you, make yourself a priority. Put yourself first. Take care of yourself. Like, I just think of the words that you hear from a therapist, And if she applies that to government, which you know she will, because that's literally who she is, her inner philosophy, that like,
that's who I want representing me.
it is who I want representing me. It's almost a little libertarian. But that autonomy to your body, along with healthcare issues and maternal healthcare issues, Arkansas is dead last in maternal healthcare. And I see it. She knows that maternal health care is an important issue.
Right.
And those are the type of things that you got to know about the candidates you're going to vote for. And I really like this candidate we have.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she's just an incredible human. Plus, she is also the rock skipping champion of, I don't know if it's Arkansas or the world.
I think
don't
it was
know.
a regional thing.
I don't know. I
And
don't
she
know if
has,
there's
like,
like
the skipping
the
rocks.
next level.
Actual organization.
But here's what I'm going to say about that is that, Maureen shows up. If we've got an event coming up and I'm like, hey, Maureen, I'm not sure if anybody's coming, she will show up and be there to support her fellow people who are running for office, support me. But she showed up at this event, this rock skipping contest.
She wasn't a participant.
Right, just randomly. She was going to go for the entertainment value, I think. And somehow they talked her into competing. And so this is where I think it's important to know, because she's also not afraid to take a chance, right? And I think as in that role as a state senator, sometimes she's going to have to take a chance. And she's going to have to stand up and do something that makes her a little bit uncomfortable. And so she did. She of course, she's probably skipped rocks her whole life. But anyway, she won.
Yes. So the Senate, I want to talk just a second about what that is.
Okay.
And we have a General Assembly in Arkansas that passes the law, the legislative branch versus the executive branch or the judicial branch. And the Senate is one of the two houses. So the bills that are passed that affect our everyday life, that affect how our taxes are spent, that the governing of Arkansas, she's in what's called the upper chamber. Yes. So, and that's an important position. So go look at her website and,
Y'all, she will fight for Arkansas. She will fight for the constituents in her area, and she will fight for women. And she has my solid recommendation. And I just say, go tell everybody that you know to talk about Maureen, because she is an incredible human and an incredible candidate. We need her in that role.
And if you're watching this, listen to this, share, subscribe. So the more we can get clips and stuff out, the more people that are just going to be voting tomorrow.
Don't
Tuesday.
just use our stuff. Go to her Facebook page. She's very active on social media. She also will respond if you have questions or if you want to know more about her policy or where she stands on something. She's very transparent. You will not have to worry about whether or not Maureen is being authentic with you if you ask her a hard question.
So y'all, again, my name is Steve Grapp.
I'm Kelly.
And we're with Stand Up Arkansas and Senate District 17. Definitely Maureen Skinner.
Go Maureen. Go Mo.